Hi, I'm Nicola Amadora, and thank you so much for tuning in here. How do we root in love in these dire times? It's a question that I'm getting asked a lot. I think it's absolutely essential, as you might be feeling that too. And it's also what we have been preparing, actually, many of us, for this time, to be able to walk through the challenges unshaken. It doesn't mean that you don't feel all the normal feelings every human has, like fear and anger and the whole 9 yards. But it does mean that you root in something greater. You light up your fire, your torch. You live true to your deepest vow, out of love for all beings, out of love for your own nature, for your own soul, out of love for God, Goddess. And how do we root really deeply in that love, in that presence, in that wisdom, when our world is really rocked? How do we become a lighthouse for all? Well, we don't become a lighthouse for avoiding the dark. We are not a lighthouse if we crumble to pieces when things don't go our way. We're also not a refuge or, good guides if we have to have our world in pretty rose pink colors. The true warriors of the heart, the fearless warriors of love, they become that, they turn into that as they not only awaken to their true nature, but as they dare to walk through the darkness, to meet the despair, to meet the horror. Ooh, this might sound gruesome. Not to transcend it, but to touch it with utter love and presence. For all wants to come home. And sometimes it is the despair, when we meet it and when we engage with it, we come to discover that it is a gateway into our true nature, into a strength we didn't have. It's maybe the despair that is calling and aching, and yet when you dare to walk through it, feel it, not get lost in it, not make endless stories about it, but when you go right through it, it leads you to a treasure, to what you may have forgotten that is part of your true nature. It might just be that it brings you even closer home to the love that is you. So, enough of the concepts. The simple way how you can root a bit deeper is basically just when you see me here in nature, go into nature and then actually feel your feet on the ground. I see so many people who go up in their heads, and that is not a good idea, even though it's understandable. Shake your body, let your body move, hug a tree, but also bring your energy consciously down to the ground. And how you can do this is through your senses. Notice what you're hearing, what you're seeing, what's present. You can even speak a simple prayer. Beloved, show me what's here. Let me see true. And there's many more practices that help you to ground. But one of the things that really helps is also to have a deeper wow that really lives inside of your heart, that you commit to be true to. Maybe it's the vow that it's like something that is noble, an aspiration. Let me be, help me to live true love. This can be one of your, I commit to that vows, you know? But then remembering also that your presence, God, the goddess, whatever you call it, is always here. It's not something you need to make, to manifest, to find. It's simply something that is alive in this present moment, here and now. And so your vow can be, let me become aware of my true nature, of my soul. Let me hear the voice of the beloved, of the divine right now. I open myself to hear. And I open myself to see and speak from that. It means to let yourself be surprised. And it also means that you allow yourself to feel, to use all your senses. Because it's not just about having a nice concept, it's really about embodying and living it right now in the midst of this turmoil. How then would I relate to the situation in our world? How then would I relate to you? Getting curious. How do I relate to the fear? How do I relate to you in this moment? And let yourself breathe and stop for a moment and not think about it, but rather feel into. What is my soul speaking? And then move from that. So this is just a little hint that you can practice, get curious what might emerge, but also just know it will help for you to be even more present in this world and to be that lighthouse, be that hand for another who might be suffering, and to light your lamp strong, ferocious even, if you must, for the deeper vow that you carry inside of your heart, and live it with all your might right now. Thank you.